Hey guys, I'm Simon and a little bit of Minecraft. Patch 1.6 came out along with a bunch of other patches to fix the bugs in 1.6, but one of the things is that mushrooms are apparently now spread. So I'm building a little mushroom farm. I mean, you can't have mushrooms in full sunlight, and so you need to shade it a little bit in order for them to stay in the ground. I'll just turn off the smooth lighting. So apparently you need less than 12, so that's 15, 14, 13, 12, so it should grow in here. Like I've just set up a little mushroom farm, it's not very big. In fact, I can improve it by having another... Anyway, so the idea is to test growing mushrooms, and if this works out, I might build a bigger farm, and then we'll have an unlimited supply of mushrooms. And then maybe I can be a vegetarian and stop eating pigs. Because, pigs are pretty cool guys, and you don't want to eat them, because they're good friends. Anyway, it's just being silly. So, yeah, mushroom stews might be good, instead of eating pigs all the time. Anyway, that's just a thought. And another thing that was added, I don't know if it was added this patch? I think it is. Yes, it is, because it's this patch that added the long grass. So now if you put bone meal on the grass, it will grow long grass. And also there is a chance that flowers will grow as well. So supposedly now flowers are infinitely renewable. As long, all you need is a supply of bone meal. So I did one earlier, and it gave me this patch of long grass and one flower. Anyway, the point of this is that now I can have red and yellow dye infinitely. So I might actually start using colored wool a bit more. Because, up to now I haven't been using colored wool because most of the dyes were not renewable, and I didn't like the idea of using them up. So if you do that, so yeah, a yellow flower, and then I can drop that down, one more yellow flower. Huh, no red flowers. Okay, well that might be an issue. Maybe red is not renewable, but yellow is. So well, we'll think about that for a bit. So that's another possibility of things to do, is use yellow dye and yellow wool. So green is easy. Cactus grows pretty easily. I still haven't found a skeleton dungeon yet, but if I ever find a skeleton dungeon, then obviously white dye is easy, and then yellow dye, it seems like it's fairly easy. We're getting one flower per bone meal. I mean, black, you get black and grey sheep, so I guess it'll take a bit of time to hunt them down, but that's not too difficult. Ink sacs are difficult for me, it seems. I don't seem to find any squids very often. I don't know if any of you guys get a lot of squids, but I definitely have not seen very many squids. I mean, there's none here right now. So, wait, is that a... there's one. Is it? No, I'm just seeing things. Yeah, so I don't see very many squids. Okay, that's that. Not too interesting. But the main part of this video is me trying out a canal system, or trying to work out a canal system. I haven't started yet. I just thought I'd get through that stuff first. So, boats on flowing water as a transport system. I prefer that to minecarts because I don't have to use any iron or gold. I can build it out of common materials. So I'll probably cut out most of this, but I'll show a little bit of it. So if you imagine let's just do that just to demonstrate, although I don't know, I'm pretty sure some of you guys might know more about this than I do. I mean, I've seen a few screenshots and I haven't really looked at anything anyone else has done in great detail because I want to work it out for myself. So you guys might know more than me and you might think I'm pretty noob, but be it as it may, or be that as it may. So what happens when I do this? Alright. So the boat stays floating even when it's fairly low in the water. That's interesting. Of course the water stops here anyway, so I don't really need that. And we keep flowing and we are on the ground. Alright. Can I pick that up? Or do I have to destroy it? Oh, that's a shame. I'll be using up the wood anyway. So I guess the main challenges include turning corners and going uphill. Anyway, I'll build something and then I'll build something and then try it out. If it works, I'll show you. If it doesn't work, then you will never see this video. Alright. Okay, so I did this. So that's the earlier bit. Obviously signs stop the water from flowing. So I use a sign to stop. So there's two source blocks there and there, and they flow that way. The signs up here stop those flowing back this way, and the signs there stop the water flowing down and across. So this water comes down and across, and then it gets to here. So hopefully, and I do believe boats still float upwards. So hopefully this does what I think it'll do. Did I drop it on the ground? Okay, what's going on? Why is it so slow? Okay, I did drop it on the ground. Alright. Alright, so that turns the corner quite well. I am somewhat sad that we can't pick up boats though. That's alright, the wood is renewable. So let's drop it there and get on. Yeah, I'm fairly... Maybe the water needs to be 3 wide. Cause... Oh no, maybe we just need to start from the second block instead of the first block. We seem to be moving very slowly. Yeah, is it because it's not wide enough, or is it... No, it's because of the first block. And we just got stuck. And we got dropped out onto the ground. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting to know. I guess the canal needs to be a bit wider than this. Cow? Taking a little ride? Yep. That's interesting. Let me... Well, though, I can fix that detail in a little bit. Now for the slightly more difficult bit, which is going uphill. Okay, so it's raining. I don't really like the rain that much. I wish it were quieter. Anyway, it's raining, and so we have this, and water flowing upwards. You see the signs there. Anyway, I'll show you how that works later. I haven't tried this yet. Let's see how this turns out. Whoa, come back! Okay, we got stuck in the corner there. And we are not floating up. We are not floating up. Okay, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. Why are we not floating up? Well, I mean this bottom part is hollow. Kinda... Okay, let's get off the ground. Nope. Nope, that definitely does not work. We are not going upwards, okay. Well, let me change this a little bit. But how to change it? Okay, so now I've replaced those two signs with half blocks. And let's see if that works. I really should make this wider. It needs to be like 3 blocks wide at least. Anyway. And no. No, it doesn't work. Huh. Well, this sucks. I wonder if it's even possible. Okay, so now I've done that. It's not entirely evident what that is. Basically there's water coming down, water that way. These two there are source blocks, and then those two there are source blocks. You know, to make it not flow backwards, but to make it at least static. I don't know if that's gonna work, but we'll see. And once again, we're stuck on land. Okay. Yep. And there we go, and we're up, and we go. Awesome. I haven't done the second part yet, but hey, look at that! We just went upwards in a boat. Okay, I'm sure this is not too impressive to most of you. When you're in a water column, you will float upwards. Let's see if I can make this more efficient, actually. Let me think about this. No, I don't actually think I can make it more efficient. I mean, obviously we can go up further than just one block. So go up and then down. Or go up and then across. That would be more efficient than just having one step. How fast do we go up? Boats don't rise as quickly as they used to in the new patch, so we can't like have huge towers and then have the boats just fly upwards. But they do still float up when you're inside water. So not too fast. Not too fast. Okay, so we can go up, we can go across, obviously we can go down. We can kind of turn corners. It's basically the same trick, right? You go down and then rise up into the next current. It's the same trick as this, mostly. Okay, I'll build a track, and this might take a while. And then we'll go for a ride. Let's see, they need to be at least 3 wide, and I believe it'll be better if they converge inwards. If you imagine a... Actually, I can build it very quickly. Which I built it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you imagine a track of water that's 4 blocks wide, we put one source there and one source there. See, they converge in the middle, and so then the water will keep you along the track and you won't get, you know, stuck on the sides. Although that might make it more difficult to get out, because obviously once you're in it, you have to fight the current to get back out again. But this might be more sensible, having it push you inwards to keep you away from the sides. Anyway, that's a thought. Oh, also the mushrooms are growing, which I'm fairly happy about. So this is, you know, this becomes a source of food where you don't have to kill pigs if you're a vegetarian, which I might become, at least in Minecraft. So you remember we had one red mushroom, one brown mushroom, now it's grown into 3, although it hasn't grown very much. Like I checked this a while earlier and it was like this. So I don't think it grows very quickly. Although if you imagine if you have enough mushroom seeds, as it were, then you might, you know, it's all a matter of scale, right? You have one sapling, it takes a while to grow. You put down several hundred saplings and you just have continuous trees growing. It's the same with mushrooms. Yeah, I might make a mushroom farm. In fact, I might just throw mushrooms underneath my courtyard, or my plaza, or whatever you want to call it. Because I already have a hollowed out area underneath there. Maybe I'll do that. Anyway, I built a course, or like a canal course, and I might do it up here, and just a small one. And that'll take a while. So I'll do that later probably. And you won't see it, although you'll get to come for the ride. Okay, so I've built myself a little loop. It's not perfect, because, well, you'll see later, but basically the boat hits the walls a little bit, and then after a while it breaks the boat. So we come up, and then we go down again, in a loop. So yeah, nothing that complicated. Now, that took quite a bit of work. I mean, it's not that big. But I've been reconsidering the minecarts, because, you know, a minecart you just need one track, right? I mean, maybe 2 if you want to build a really intricate rail system, but I mean, you can see how wide this is. This is like 6 blocks wide, 4 for the water, and then 2 more on either side. So it's quite a bit more work. It's quite a bit more work, and then it's like 2 levels deep as well. There's the walls, and then, you know, there's the there we go. The boat breaks after, and I'm stuck. Yeah, so that's not perfect. Yeah, so this is quite a bit of work, and I don't know if you know, I have said that if I were to make a transport system, I would use the boats instead of the minecarts, because, you know, we're not using any iron here. Everything's renewable, or potentially renewable. But yeah, it's a bit of work, and it's quite big as well. Like, it'll take up quite a bit of space. So I'll think about that a little bit more. But anyway, so this is the proof of concept. And aside from the fact that, you know, when you come down, I guess I need more space over here. Apart from that bit, it works just fine. And it'll help if I keep the animals out as well. Anyway, so that's yeah, that's the proof of concept. It's certainly possible. Whether or not I want to do this is a different matter. Okay, I just broke my boat on that chicken. Yeah, okay. So that's the boat thing. And it's not too difficult. By the way, if you want to ride upwards in the water, all of them needs to be source blocks. Like, that's not an actual waterfall, those are all source blocks. So you can actually pick them up. Yeah, so that's what they are. Otherwise it won't work, because the source blocks, you see I can swim up it quite quickly. Whereas if it were a waterfall, then it'll push you down and the boat won't actually rise while you're in it. So that's a note. If you ever think about building a canal for yourself. As for the mushrooms, it's grown a bit more. It does take a while to grow, but it's extremely low maintenance. I'm sure you guys know about farming wheat for bread, and that takes a whole ton of work. Whereas the mushrooms, it just grows by itself. So definitely a lot easier, even though it's slower. But like I said, all you need is a bigger area and more mushrooms, and it'll grow plenty. I think it goes on a cycle, like every, I don't know, hour or 2 hours or whatever, it will spread a little bit. And so, you know, if you space it out a bit, then you can potentially get quite a few mushrooms per hour. You just need a bigger area. Yeah, I think that's it for this video. I mean, nothing big. I'm still doing the Half-Life 2 videos, so as I'm doing those, when I have a bit of spare time, I'm trying out things here in Minecraft. Not building anything substantial, just testing things that I've always wanted to try out, but you know, I didn't really have time to do because I had to get proper videos out for you guys. Did I? I thought I had one more of those. It doesn't really matter. Alright, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys next time. I wish it had red flowers as well. Let me try one more. I mean, yellow's good, but I really do prefer the roses. Ah, it does. Yes, awesome. No, there's a bit more. I wonder if the, oh, okay. Well, don't put it in the corner, that's not very efficient, apparently. Okay, yes, so we do get roses as well, so we get red and yellow dye. Infinitely. Provided you have enough skeletons. And long grass. Alright, that's it for this video. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and I'll think about whether I want to do minecarts or boats. But that'll be, you know, it'll be a long time before I actually do it. Actually build an actual transport system. Alright, see you guys.